Welcome to day 2 in Singapore. It's slightly less humid today, and we're hoping for as little rain as possible. Right now we are headed to Starbucks so I can get my double shot of espresso, so I can make my protein coffee, and then we are headed to some more pre-loved stores. David has found actually sort of like a mall that has I don't know, 6 I think he said or something. Anyway, and I think there may be a couple of others in this area. So the area that we're in is called Orchard Road.
It's an older area of Singapore.
David is saying, if you can't hear him, this is an older area of Singapore. So a couple things that we've noticed. One, there are lots of areas that remind me of New Jersey from the standpoint of there's very few places that you can cross the street. It's super annoying. So right now we're walking a block and a half this direction so that we can go up and over to cross the street so that we can walk back in the other direction that we just came from, because Starbucks is on the other side of the street. Very similar, like I said, to New Jersey, if you're familiar. Super annoying. This is not quite as annoying. In Jersey, you might have to drive a couple miles before you can turn around. The second thing is that, and I'm sure that this gets much easier if you live here and know the area, and it is very convenient, but many buildings are connected by these, and I think I mentioned it yesterday, by these underground tunnels. So it's really cool because we were literally able to walk from our hotel to the subway that we needed, which was not the subway that's right at our hotel. Like I said, it's very convenient, but it's very confusing if you don't know where you're going. And I could see how David is making a stop in 7-Eleven, so I will keep talking. I could see how, like I said, it's super, super convenient when you live here and you're trying to get from one place to another, because it's nice you don't have to go outside, you're not exposed to the elements, all that kind of thing. But as somebody who doesn't live here, it is so confusing because there are multiple levels, and it's kind of like spokes of a wheel, which I guess sort of makes sense because it's under a building, and then there's you think sort of the building basement is kind of a hub, and then there are spokes off of that go to other buildings. So sometimes I feel like they do signage really well, and it's very clear where you need to go, and others not so much. So anyway, we found where we're going to go up and over here, and there's a not so pretty smell here. Is that what that fruit is? Is that it?
What?
Is that what I'm smelling?
Durian,
or not?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a very smelly. So David noticed that in the subway, there are 3 signs of things. Yeah, no pets, no drinking or eating, and no durians, which apparently is an extremely bad smelling fruit.
Supposedly it's supposed to taste good, but it's the worst smell ever.
So yeah, they're not allowed on the subway, which I think is hilarious. So anyway, we're gonna go up, over, down, walk back in the direction from which we came, so get my Starbucks, and then we will head to the vintage stores. Yeah, coffee is always the priority. Or I should say really, my protein is always the priority. But then it will be shopping. So that is actually where we're going, the Far East Plaza. Supposedly where a bunch of these stores are. I did find a Steven Sprouse. Yeah, it's a beautiful color.
Yes.
There were lots of colors, beautiful colors in this collection.
Colors, yes.
Yeah, there's a pretty green and it's very good condition. It's about 1,700, which I don't know, feels maybe a little high, but it's in very good condition.
Whenever I'm with you, I
I am alright. There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, I wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical.
Okay, so unfortunately, I got told off for filming in the first place, so I was lucky to get what I got, and then it's been pretty much no-go since then. Again, I'm going to tell you, I don't think that there's any spectacular deals here. Just let's go into another place. Lots and lots of watch places if you're looking for watches. Yeah, definitely not on the Hermes. The Hermes, the Picatons, the mini Evelyns, they're all at least like 1.5 to 1.75 up to 2 times retail. Anyway, I'll flip this camera around so at least you can see the windows of this one. So this is called Lux R. Benny's, is it wrong? Mini puzzle down there. He's got that Hermes horsey. Got some Delvaux. I've seen several Delvaux. Ooh, they have the mini 9522 for 4,000, which makes that I think about $2,900. Which probably is a good price. Okay, I just literally saw this bag at the first place, but it had a horrible odor in it, and I can't remember how much it was, because honestly, once I smelled it, I didn't care and I didn't pay attention. Here's an interesting petite mall. That must have come like maybe from the men's collection. Is it bigger maybe? I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's check this place out. Okay, well, I've lost David. I mean, I didn't lose him. But he went back to the hotel because he can't find his AirPods. He has the case with him, but he doesn't have the actual, like, you know, things to put in your ears. So he's going back there. I offered to go back with him. And he said no, to just keep looking. So I've finished at the mall that had all the stores in it. There are a couple of things that I have my eye on, but I'm actually going to go down to, it's called the Ion, and it's one of their luxury shopping malls. So I'm going to go look at a couple of things there because I've seen that there are a couple of things in stock that I might have some interest in. So anyway, so I'm going to see what's there, probably grab a little snack of some kind. We'll see how busy this mall is. It's the Sunday before Christmas, so I anticipate that it might be a little crazy with people doing, you know, last weekend holiday shopping. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they have at this mall. I know there's a Fendi, I know there's a Louis Vuitton. I'm sure I'm guessing there might be an Hermes. Probably all the other usual suspects, you know, Gucci, Prada. Anyway, all right. Well, let me figure out where I'm going, and I'll pick this back up when I get to the mall. Look at this stunning Dior entrance here. I have no idea what's going on behind me. But yes, I made it over to the Ion. You have to go down to come up. It's, once again, I'm sure not confusing for anybody else, but confusing for those of us who have no idea where we're going. So we're here at Ion Orchard. I assume you can access all these stores inside. We've got Cartier, Tiffany, Dior, Louis Vuitton. So let's go inside and see what we find. Big Leaf in Our Pels, opening soon. There's another pretty Dior display here on the doors. So obviously Dior sponsored the Christmas decorations this year. Very pretty. And child, you probably shouldn't touch that. This beautiful Dior cafe. Pretty. Lots of people having little tiers and little cakes, and I don't know if it's afternoon tea or not, but it's lovely. Then we've got a whole Dior beauty display here set up in the middle. We've got Gucci over here, Saint Laurent. I did pass Fendi. Fendi is right over there. Valentino, the Queen back there. Bulgari, Celine over in the corner. There's a Van Cleef and Arpels, but it looks like they're getting a bigger location. So here is the sort of entrance to the Christmas on a Great Street. I think that's what it says. But anyway, they've got lights all down that way and down that way. It's sort of a mini version of what I'd say is like on Regent Street or so in London. Definitely a toned down version. You guys do it much better in London, but still pretty to see here. Hey friends, welcome to day 3 in Singapore. Yes, it is very sunny outside, and no, I did not bring my sunglasses because I didn't think it was going to be this sunny, and it's going to rain. So, you know, choices. Because anyway, just waiting for the lights to change, and yeah, we're excited for day 3. Oh, good, I have the light. We're walking over to the Marina Bay Sands area. That's where the Crazy Rich Asians end scene was filmed on the top there, but we're gonna go to the mall and yeah, just see what we find in that area. So I'll check back in as we walk. Not sure what this building is. There's 2 of them actually. You can't see the other one behind it, but just all of the architecture here is just so unique, like from one building to the next. Like nothing is the same. All different shapes and sizes, and yeah, very interesting. I mean, it's nice for the eyes, right? Because it's, like I said, everything is different. Pretty trees with some pretty flowers on them. Don't know what those are. And we are headed, you can sort of see it through the trees there, but that's Marina Bay Sands with the 3 towers. Here's the Mayan. So we're about to walk across what's called the Helix Bridge. Kind of a cool structure. Again, very unique. And you can see the Marina Bay Sands up ahead. So we're in the Marina Bay Sands shops. And there's this very cool kind of light. And then you pan down and there's this interactive water sort of scene. Kids can chase things. Very cute. It kind of reminds me actually of the Team Lab thing that we went to in Tokyo. I don't know if you can, as David just said, it is a Team Lab sketch factory. So that is indeed exactly what it is. So over there, you, just like we did, you create your sketch and then it gets projected onto here. You can see your sketch. Okay, so we are in the Marina Sands. We are headed to Louis Vuitton, but there is Celine and Burberry. Basically, all of your usual suspects are here. It's a pretty big Celine store. And then we have Balenciaga. Over here we have Bottega. I need to ask Brandon how he feels about the departure of their creative director.
Burberry's over on the left.
Yes, David's being obnoxious. Yes, we've got Hermes here. Looks like a nice store. Not going in, but looks like a nice store. Saint Laurent. Graf Jewelers over here. Excuse my French. Prada over there. Got Bulgari. Show you this really pretty bag in the Bulgari window. Some pretty jewels, but look at this. Look at that sparkly bag. Oh, that's beautiful. You guys probably aren't being able to catch that in the light, but. And then here we have Louis Vuitton with their beautiful, whimsical windows. Maybe a little monkey. And of course, my favorite, a giraffe. Giraffe and elephants. Those are my things. And the Louis Vuitton tree. We've got obviously an upstairs here. Some more displays. So this is the big entrance. This is called the Island store. I mean, it's in the mall, but maybe not in the mall. I don't know. We're taking this escalator and we'll see where we end up. But they said to take this up to women's. Sorry. Windows at Roger Vivier. It's a pretty big store. These are very sparkly. Lots of bling. You guys know I'm all into the bling this year. That seems to be the texture and bling, I think, was the theme of my purchases this year. Just wanted to show the inside of this. It's beautiful. It's called Bacha coffee. First of all, it smells amazing. They must have some kind of pastry that has cinnamon that smells. If you're from the US and you remember the Cinnabons, that's what it smells like, is Cinnabon. Very pretty. Thought I would show you this really pretty, it's a 2-floor Chanel, but I just thought that this facade they have is really, really pretty. And we're gonna go upstairs and look at the Chanel little holiday decorations, which looks absolutely stunning. So they also have this whole ceiling installation. Of Chanel number 5 bottles, and of course the white packaging. Lovely. at the winter tale again. Got this cute little photo up here. Probably do that. Got this little cute little box here. And another little setup there. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm assuming it is going to be a TikTok eventually. Fun. So we are at Gardens by the Bay, and it is now downpouring again. So we might have to wait a little bit before we go walk around. I mean, we have umbrellas, but it's coming down pretty hard. So I think my pants would probably get soaked if we tried to go out there right now. So we'll wait. It'll probably subside, and like, it seems like it only rains here for maybe like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And then it stops, and you know, it may rain again in an hour, but anyway, we'll see. But I'll flip the camera around. It's very lush and green where we are. Just pretend you're in a tropical rainforest, guys. So that's where we're going to. We're not going to walk up there because that was closed at 5. But you can walk like under and in the garden kind of thing. But like I said, not in the rain. I mean, you could walk in the rain, but I don't want to walk in the rain. Well, remember when I said that it normally only rains like 15 or 20 minutes and then it stops? Yeah, not today. So we are punting on the Gardens by the Bay, and instead we are going to take the subway to the largest hawker market in Singapore, which is, my understanding, like under a roof. So we don't have to worry about rain. Yeah, so that's where we're making our way to, and I'll pick you back up then. We are in Chinatown. Very cute area. Got some lights. Got fun little architecture. There's a cool pagoda. No idea what it's for. I'm assuming it's some temple of some kind, shrine, but yeah, very pretty. Okay, first of all, happy because I found a hair clip. This humidity ain't no joke. It didn't come to play, as they would say. We ended up hunting on the biggest one, whatever, because it frankly was a little scary. So now we are at the Maxwell something food market, whatever, which looks definitely more legit, or less scary, I should say, than the last one. Some more satay. I don't know where the accent lies. I would definitely say that this one is pretty much locals only. Do not see any tourists here. which, isn't a bad thing. It's just an observation. Which also perhaps means that we may not see a lot of English, which could pose a problem for me. But, well, no, there's some English there. There were some smaller stalls that did not have, only had like one or two things that did not have English. Well, sorry I didn't get it before we started eating. There's two missing here because we were both hungry. But I have to say, these are probably the best dumplings that we've had, I think, in all of Asia. So fresh, just like really good flavor. Yeah, very yummy. And yeah, I think we're at a very authentic hawker place. So I'm gonna keep eating. Really good. So I forgot to film I think they were summer rolls is what David got with shrimp, but that's what's left of them. There were 3 of them. I tasted it. It has mint in it. That was not my favorite. And then we got some more, again, satay, however you pronounce it. We've got 6 pork and 6 beef with a peanut sauce that yet again is spicy, so David's going to go try to find some non-spicy peanut sauce for me. Isn't he the best? Well, happy last full day in Singapore to you all. It happens to be Christmas Eve day. Obviously you're going to see this way after, but I hope you all enjoyed a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. But we are going to enjoy, like I said, our very last day. We've got some free money to spend at the Ion Mall based on a purchase that I made while I was there. So we're going to go back there, see if we can find anything for the kids. If not, we'll, figure out something. And then we're going to go to an area called Little India. And then there is a Muslim area that we're going to go to. There's apparently a mosque to see there and just kind of walk around. We're also going to go at some point and pick up a whole bunch of Japanese skincare that we were going to buy in Japan, but then we're concerned about our luggage weight on our intermediate flights from Japan to Taipei and then Taipei to Singapore. So I was like, oh, well, they have the same, they're called Don Quixotes, although here they're called Don P something. Anyway, but they have those here, and so I thought, oh, well, we'll just buy the stuff here, and that way we don't have to schlep it from Japan to Taipei and Taipei to Singapore. You understand. Anyway, but yeah, so that's kind of on the agenda, and then we have a special dinner planned for tonight for our last evening here, and then and then we'll pack and get ready for our, I think it's like 12:30, close to 1 or so in the afternoon flight back to the States. We have an 18-hour non-stop flight from Singapore to New York. So that is kind of our plan for the day, and hopefully the rain will not come back, because that definitely put a crimp in our plans yesterday. But we've got our umbrellas, got my last protein shake to drink, and so yeah, that definitely makes my luggage lighter, by the way. I no longer have all the protein drinks that I brought with me, so now I can use that weight for all, like I said, the Japanese skincare that I'm gonna buy. But yeah, we're just walking to the subway now, and we'll pick this back up, I'm sure, when we get to Ion, or I don't know, may just wait until we get to like Little India or the Muslim area, since I've already vlogged Ion before this. So hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll check in a bit later. So I am very excited because I saw a sign and I'm like, wait, what? There's a Marks and Spencer's here? Hello. So Marks and Sparks, here I come. I'm very excited. I really hope they have the palazzo jeans that I ordered and were too big, and I had to send them back, and it was a whole thing. Really, really annoying. So not super thrilled with Marks & Spencer. It literally took me 4 months to get my money back. It was insane. Anyway, but yeah, let's go see what they have. I'm so excited. See? Marks & Spencer. Gwenny, I'm shopping with you in mind, my dear. Ooh, wait, maybe those? No, I don't think so. But anyway, all right, I need to put the camera down because I can't shop and film at the same time. Gwenny, I'm so sad. I wanted to twin with you, but they don't have my size. It's very sad. It's a sad day. Okay, so hopefully you're not going to see rain on the screen. It's sprinkling a tad. In fact, actually, let me move under this overhang. All right, so here's the 411 on the M&S. I was so excited because I found Gwenny's leopard print wide leg jeans that I wanted to twin with her so badly on. And if you are a shorter stature person, so somebody who is height challenged, if you want to say, please come to Singapore, because every single bottom, like pants, skirts, jeans that are sold at the Singapore store, I mean, I think there's more than one, but anyway, all of them are in the short inseam, which were all way too short for me. I mean, they didn't have my size regardless in the leopard, but I tried on, they did have one of the palazzo pair of jeans, and the size was fine, but they were like ankle grazers. I mean, they were just like, yeah, like floods. Oh, hello. Hang on. More rain. So anyway, like I said, if you are vertically challenged, you're going to do great at the M&S in Singapore, because there is no regular inseam and there is no tall. So definitely don't shop there if you are blessed with height. Anyway, we are now in the Muslim quarter, or the Muslim area. I believe, did you say 18% when you Googled it that are Muslim, Islamic? Anyway, we were noticing that there is a fair number of Muslim citizens here. And so David Googled it, and it was either like 16 or 18% of the population is Muslim, which I thought was really interesting. And, you know, obviously they've got this kind of area. But anyway, it's really starting to rain. It wasn't supposed to rain until 7. This is why you always need to have an umbrella with you when you're in Singapore, because whatever it says on the weather.com app, yeah, doesn't necessarily mean that's correct. So we've learned our lesson or David learned his lesson. I had mine the very first day. But yeah, it's a busy area here. So we're going to come here and then kind of walk around. There's a mosque here that we're going to, I think, just look at the outside of, because I believe the actual mosque itself is closed. But we'll take a look around here, and then we're going to head over into the Little India area. Lots of deer. Mutton. Definitely a different cuisine over here. So this is the Sultan Mosque. You can see, like I said, it's not open. And welcome to New York. Oh no, he's just trying to make sure that I remember what that's like for when I go home tomorrow. Thank you. Oh my. Like I said. Boy, welcome to Singapore. We haven't heard that actually yet, but yeah, it's very pretty, very mosque-like, very ornate. So here are some of the stores and sundry. Okay. It's the flatbread. While on our way to Little India, we ran into this mosque, which is the Malabar Mosque. This lovely blue tile. Well, it's over. We are on our way. Say hi.
Hello.
We are on our way to the airport in Singapore, and yeah, I mean, it's sad and it's happy, right? I mean, I'm sad that the trip is over, but I'm really, really excited to see my kids. And yeah, bonus, Morgan is there because she has now officially moved to New York, and she's actually staying at the house.
And always returning to New York is a nice thing too.
Yes, and always returning to New York is a nice thing. So anyway, yeah, so obviously, you know, you've got hopefully saw lots of vlogs, and probably do some kind of just general wrap-up sort of video to kind of let you know, hello, sun. And no, I did not bring my sunglasses because why? Anyway, it's actually Christmas morning, and our flight is around noon. Fingers crossed that Louis Vuitton is open at Terminal 3. I think they should be open, but it is Christmas Day, so who knows if, you know, rules may not apply and maybe they're closed on holiday. I don't know. If they are, then it's a sign. If it's not, then it's not. But anyway, yeah, we take off at noon. We have a non-stop flight from Singapore back to JFK of 18 hours. So wish us luck. Yes, we're obviously up in business class, so it should be great. But still, 18 hours, you know, confined in a very small place is still a long time. So anyway, I'll check back in, I'm sure, on the flight, and when we get back to New York. And like I said, thanks so much for joining us. Well, I did a thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is really, really heavy. But I did a thing, and I'm very excited about it. Can you tell from the smile on my face? Let's just say that this is going to be the replacement for my Kelly 28. So anyway, very, very, very excited about this purchase. All right, we are on board, having a little, I think it's, I actually, he said it was Moscato, and then he told David it was Prosecco, but I actually do think that it is a Moscato. Anyway, David wants to taste, apparently. It tastes more like a, it tastes like a mimosa, honestly. It tastes like juice with, David says it's a Bellini. Anyway, so yeah, we're just settling in, got our stuff put away, got my big old Louis Vuitton bag up in the upper cabinet there, and have my duffel down here, and my purse, my remote is up there too, and yeah, just gonna enjoy this and get ready for takeoff.